Okay, so just to address kind of the elephant in the room with the guided sales flow being down, we don't have an ETA on it, but the dish is all hands, so they are working on this day and night. They don't want to give an ETA that they can't hit, but the frustration's
Good
felt.
job on the elephant, but kind of too large for this picture, man. What's going on here?
Elephants are big, Robert. What are you talking about? Let me make it bigger too. There we go.
Perfect.
So obviously that's on the room. We can't do guided sales flow. We don't have an answer for that. I know that's on everyone's mind. It's on my mind to keep just kind of click and refresh in the sales portal, hoping to see that all clear. But we have not yet seen that. So for right now, we're back to the orange SIM card days. But with that said, guided sales flow is still going to be super, super important. So once we get done, and we've been pushing this all month until the system went down, which wasn't even a boosting. It was Dish altogether. So it was like the Dish's main business, obviously, is their television customers. It's all of Dish that went down. It had nothing digitally related to the guided sales flow portal at all. This was a kind of a Dish issue where all systems are down and they are working 24 hours a day to get it resolved. But the main message I want to tell to you right now is, even though you can only do orange SIM cards right now, once this is resolved, we're going to be full steam ahead back on using guided sales flow, your black and white SIM cards. So I don't want you to let that slip top of mind or slip being your number one priority, because the target dates are still the same as far as like the old sales portal, your legacy sales portal, your orange SIM card portal. It's still scheduled to end at the end of April, right? So we have a month left on that. So what I really worry about, or what I want to make sure doesn't happen, is that dealers are getting in the habit of doing these orange SIM cards and they're like, well, this works, so I'm going to stick with it. We don't want you to do that. You have to do it for now. So yes, for now, yes, do it. But once it's back up, we need a full 180 and go back to your GSF. They've had a lot of enhancements where you can mix and match networks. The probation on device protection, device upgrades. They're getting ready to launch ACP on the black and white SIM cards as well. You can resubmit ports, BOGO offers, eSIMs, change plans, a lot of great stuff. And other things in the work, as I mentioned, ACP, but also the portal alerts will be displayed on guided sales flow. In other words, everything you see on your sales portal will be moved to the GSF, the guided sales flow, or DOP, as you may have heard it. So still going to be super important, even though we can't do it right now. It is going to be crucial for your businesses moving forward. So I want to hammer that point home. Right now, we're in a position where we have to use the references, or the resources rather, that are available to us, and that is our TN network, our orange SIM cards on the sales portal, right? But again, that is going away, so we want to make sure that use it now. Yes, absolutely, 100%. But once guided sales flow is back up, pivot back to that guided sales flow. Another thing I want to talk about is second and third month are really important, and even 6 months payments are very important for you as a dealer. So as a new hire, I want to make sure you're aware of some best practices to make sure your customers will stick with you for long periods of time, because it affects the profitability of your business. It ensures there's never any chargebacks coming. It's a really huge opportunity to make the most of every customer walking in your door. So when they come in before the sale, you want to verify they have active service with their current device. Make sure it's not mule fraud. And what mule fraud is that's like if a customer comes in and say they're one person and they want to say, oh, let me do 4 port-ins for iPhones. Well, where's your other 3 people? Who else is activating with you? Especially on iPhones, a high-end device like that, you want to make sure that those customers are in the store with them. Or if it's a husband and wife and they have 1 kid, and then maybe the kid's at school, that's understandable. But if it's one person and they try to do like 3 or 4 phones and they're by themselves, that could definitely be a fraudulent customer. You do have the right to refuse service to customers. The easiest way to do that and not like make a customer super upset is if you feel like it's definitely a fraud thing and they don't have the customers with them, you can say, actually, we don't have these in stock. If you can bring your family back, we can see if we can get some in and activate them tomorrow, right? So I'll make sure you're aware of that. So the one-to-one sale, one handset per customer, that's a tried and true rule where you're making sure that customer is not doing any fraud. And then also upsell those customers. If you bundle accessories, you bundle device protection with the sale, they're more likely to stick. If a customer has device protection, they're going to stay with you for a long time. If they have a case and screen protector, they want to take care of their phone. If they don't want any of that, be cautious, right? If they want to make sure that they just get the phone and get out as cheap as possible, that's a little bit of a red flag. And you want to make a test call to make sure that phone walks out working. And you can write the phone number on the device box. This is a really nice kind of slick way to make sure they don't churn it, because you can't return a phone to another store or sell it if you got a phone number on the box, right? It makes it much more difficult. So write your customer's phone number on the box as a courtesy to them. Wrote your number on there for you. If you want to write their PIN as well, here's your PIN. When you make payments, that's another great way to make sure you help reduce churn. Also important, you capture the email during your activation flow. And why that's so important is because now we're all using Elevate, and with Smile and Dial, it'll send campaigns to all your customers, but you have to have that email address listed. If you don't have the email address and you got a special promotion and you click on send an email, which will send to every customer your store has, they won't get it. So don't use Mickey Mouse at AOL.com. Make sure you're using legit customer emails. Other tactics is tracking your sales reps for a percentage on secondary lines versus total sales, and of course using your Elevate calling and marketing. Just so you guys know, moving on, there is the Dish Wireless 5G network is launching, and it's actually already out there. They're getting ready to launch phase 2 shortly, but you'll see some of these rainbow sims, or I guess it's the future really. So I'm giving you a glimpse into the future of Boost, where Dish has its own 5G network. They're starting kind of in the Midwest. I know we have some stores like in St. Louis and the Kansas City markets as it expands out, where we have Dish's own network. So this is going to be awesome. We don't have to pay T-Mobile. We don't have to pay AT&T. And this is where we're going, right? Eventually, we'll get to a point where we all have Dish's 5G network. We should learn more about that at Summit, but this is awesome. This is out there and coming to your doors sooner than later. All right, next. For any new hire, I want to give you a couple of resources that are tangible for you to use. And so the first one I want to talk about is the Buzz. The Buzz is where I go for majority of my dealers' questions. It's in the sales portal. If you're looking at my screen right now, or if you're dialed in, I'll explain it to you. But when you go to the Sprint prepaid portal, first let me call out, this is where all your alerts are. So everything as far as the guided sales flow being down or DOP being down, all the updated info is out there for you. The suspended accounts due to inability to process payments on guided sales flow, how to report that so the customers get their bills paid is on there. It gives you a reminder to stop the activations on black and white SIM cards as well as rainbow SIM cards for the time being. And once Dish provides more information, this is where you're going to find it. When it's all clear, this is where you're going to find it. It's going to be on the homepage of the sales portal. But what I talked about was the Buzz. This is under quick links. The Buzz is updated weekly. So if you go on the right-hand side of that sales portal after your alerts, which are super important for now, but you'll see quick links, right? Under quick links, you'll see things like frontline escalations, which is a great way in case you have a customer escalation. You can bypass going to a Boost account executive and do it yourself. Your Boost promo one-pager, your device pricing, which is great for your hot sheet. We'll talk about in a second. But if you go down, it's number 11 right now. It's the Buzz. And this gets updated every week. So last week's update was on February 21st. And you'll see everything that's in here. So they added free calling and texting to Turkey and Syria because of the earthquakes there. They'll talk about a change plan for suspended accounts. They'll talk about the BYO 3 months promotion. Talk about the golden ticket promotion, which right now you cannot do golden ticket promotion. That is, all promos are eligible on the orange SIM card for now, except for golden ticket. All right, just want to call that out. But your device pricing is on there. And these are all hyperlinks, right? So let's just click one for an example. Let's do the contest and sales incentive, the Motorola Madness. It was February 13th to April 16th. So if you click on it, it talks about Boost Mobile decided to partner with Motorola to kick off their Moto Madness sale for all Boost external dealer advocates and our Boost indirect sales team. So you click on it, and every single one of these is clicked on like this. Now, what can you do here? If you don't know this, you can win a Tesla. Yup, you on this call, just for selling Motorola products, you can win a free Tesla. So it's open to all Boost external dealers, advocates, including dealer principals. And there's lots and lots of prizes they're giving away on top of this Tesla. There's a whole video on it, but you can see kind of how do you get it, right? 5 more sales earns 1 spin to win, 10 wins a spin on the advanced wheel, and 20 sales wins the expert instant win game. So tons of prizes. Everything's here. They have VIP packages like the Bucks games, Bulls games, Bears games, Yankees games, San Diego Padres games. So there's stuff everywhere. I mean, it's so cool. The resources that are out for you guys and the rewards available for you just for doing what you do every day today is really, really awesome. And again, to find all those details, it's in the Buzz, and it updates weekly. So what I recommend is every Wednesday, because it usually updates on Tuesdays. Every Wednesday morning when you come into work, you want to check your quick links and see if it's on the Buzz. If you're working Tuesday and it updates on Tuesday, sure, check it then. But if you look every Wednesday and you put kind of a calendar reminder, look at the Buzz every Wednesday, you should get all the newest updates for all the promotions. All right. Let me switch back my presentation here. So device hot sheet. Device hot sheet was also under quick links. I'm not going to go back into that and pull it back up, but it's the same spot in the sales portal under quick links. You'll see device hot sheet, and that will give you all your current pricing. So if you need new customer pricing, upgrade pricing, it's all right there for you. If you're a platinum partner, your platinum partner pricing is out there. Your SRP, that device hot sheet is great because in the world of wireless, the prices aren't necessarily in a 30-day cycle. You have a lot of stuff change mid-month or towards the end of the month. So make sure you're always looking at that price sheet for your most up-to-date pricing. All right, now let's move on to getting some tips to help you become the best in class. And where that comes with, in a big lesson or a big kind of opportunity, I think, for every new hire, is having that right attitude and enthusiasm when you come to work. Because that attitude and enthusiasm you have play a huge role in your individual success. You want to be that first person to greet your customer walking in the door, and you want to maximize every sales opportunity so you become as profitable as possible while addressing every customer need. What I mean by that, when a customer comes in, I love to greet my customers. Hey, how are you doing? My name's Adam. Are you here for our promos? And I've used this greeting for years. And it may sound a little cheesy or take some getting used to, but here's the whys. Why do I do that? Because what I'm doing is I'm creating an open dialogue and I'm personalizing the conversation. So I'm giving them my name and I'm asking them if they're here for our promos. So they're going to answer in a few ways. One, no, I'm just here to pay my bill. Oh, okay, what's your name? My name is Bill. Oh, no, well, I said pay your bill, so let's not use Bill. My name's Ted. All right, Ted. That's great. We actually have promotions for our bill and payment customers today, too. How many lines do you currently have with Boost, right? So I can take a simple bill payment customer and transition this into a selling opportunity. And once I use my name, I give the customer's name, I'm personalizing the conversation. So let's say Ted says, oh, I just have one line. Okay, perfect. Do you by chance have SNAP-WIC or Medicaid? If they say yes, I'm thinking ACP. If they say no, I don't. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, Ted, for our bill payment customers today, we have an awesome promotion. I can get you a $100 phone for an ad line for as low as $15. Do you have anyone in your family who might need an ad line of service? So now, for this customer who's doing a bill pay, I've opened dialogue by asking if he's here for our promos. He's needed to pay his bill. I pivoted that conversation into an opportunity to push ACP. I pivoted that conversation into an opportunity to push ad lines. Sales is a numbers game. If you guys do this with every customer walking in your door, you'll be the top seller. I promise you, you will. If you don't, and you're sitting there and you're clerking a payment, hey, welcome to Boost. How can I help you today? I see a payment bill. All right, what's your phone number? 555-555-5555. Okay, $54. Thank you. Bye. Right? That's a clerk. We don't need that. You need to be better than that if you are looking to make some real money and make a career in wireless. If you're doing that to your customers today, use this as a wake-up call to change your behavior that you're doing, because anyone can do that. That's like going to a gas station, give me $20 on pump 5, right? So you are in a role, you are not just necessarily a sales rep, you're a solutions consultant. You need to find out how many lines that customer needs. You need to be pitching all your products to them, and you need to transfer kind of your enthusiasm to make them want to come back and work with you. There's a lot of booth stores out there. One of the best compliments you can get is when a customer comes in and your store may be busy and they want to work with just you. No, I worked with Nicole over here last time. I'll wait for Nicole, right? That's where you can get by having that personalized service and going that kind of extra mile to make yourself stand out for your customers. When it comes to that everyday approach, on top of pitching to everyone, you want to make sure you are dressed appropriately to look like a business professional, right? So you think about going into a Best Buy, right? Everyone's kind of in a uniform. Well, booth stores, all of our 4.0 stores, which majority of stores are now getting to 4.0, they have that same look and feel. And 4.0 means it's kind of like you have your orange walls, you have the sign in the back, the big booth logo. And that's so you can have a store. Excuse me, I think I'm going to sneeze 1 second. Ooh, bless me. Okay. So that's so you can go into a store, whether it's in Illinois, Indiana, Texas, California, and you're going to have that same look and feel. That layout's going to be very similar. And you need to look like a professional. If you look good, you're going to feel good. When you feel good, you're going to sell good. When you sell good, you get paid good. So you want to look at that professional. It gives you kind of instant credibility with your customers. If you go into a store and you're wearing a t-shirt and some shorts, that's like, what are you, a friend that's visiting? Like, I'm trusting you with my money and my contract? No, right? You want to look like a professional. Are there any questions out there? I see maybe something in the chat.
Not a question, just a greeting.
Okay, very good. All right, so just make sure your appearance is on par there, right? Now, on top of that.
Oh, go back to that picture.
Yep.
That picture of that person. Hey, Seek Rambler, do you know this guy?
Who is that guy?
Isn't that one of your buddies?
It's wow. Are you saying that because he looks Arabic?
Yeah, right.
He actually looks like me.
No, kind of looks like you. No, but I think he worked with one of your guys.
Did he?
Like on the south side, either with Ferras or with Aziz.
Yeah, he has that face that looks familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking about outside. Oh, you're talking about outside Chicago.
No, that actually this might be in Chicago at one point.
Yeah. Why? What did he do? It looks like he did something terrible.
We're basically showing him as a perfect employee appearance exsample, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just making sure he wasn't a criminal. Then yeah, I know the guy. No, for sure. Our best friends.
Yeah, so I kind of explained it without having the picture up, right? But yes, this is what you want. So if you know him, tell him thank you. I use his picture on his new hire training calls all the time.
I should have read the thing first, because I don't want it to be a criminal and then I'm snitching on myself being affiliated with.
No, this is legit. You can tell this is an older picture because in the back I see the 50 really means 50 poster. So
oh yeah, that's a classic.
The picture's a little old, but the example's perfect because he's got two things in. One, he's got the boost lanyard, so it lets customers know your name. And the lanyard, I do think, go a long way because people want to know who they're talking to. So he's got not only the boost shirt, which you can have one or the other and still be compliant, but if you have both, even better, right? You got your boost shirt on, you're representing the brand, you got your lanyard, and if you need more lanyards at your store, just let us know. We have them, we can ship them to you. You have the lanyard. And if for some reason you don't have a Boost shirt and you have your lanyard, technically you will be brand compliant because you have the Boost lanyard on that says staff and your name's on it. But yeah, this is kind of what they're looking for that appearance standards is Boost shirt, look professional, no open showed two, no open showed two. Oh my gosh, no open toed shoes, and that you have pants, jeans, shorts, or capris on. So yeah, they just want to look like a professional basically. And so this is a great example of how you should be looking in your stores.
For sure. Crocs are good though, right? We can wear Crocs.
No Crocs. No, that's
Adam, please ignore his questions, please.
Okay.
But there's
no Crocs. And if you have Crocs, shame on you. Let's move forward. All right. Leveraging Smile Dial. So this has been a big miss, honestly, for most stores that I look at. And when we focus on this and we're driving this, we see great numbers, but it hasn't been a focus. Let's be honest. No one's really talking a ton about Smile Dial. We mentioned it in our visits, but when I'm doing my reviews with dealers, the Smile Dial numbers are just so down. And it's a big miss, right? Because this is a great way to leverage your traffic to increase ACPs, to help on any slow day. Like if you have a slow day in your store and you're not making 10, 20 Smile Dial calls, what are you doing? Watching YouTube videos all day? That's not what you're paid for. On top of that, we're here to make money. If you want to make money, if you're a hustler and you don't have customers in your store, get on your Smile Dial. You can call everyone. You can help drive second and third month payment. You can call and push ACP. I use this Smile Dial script for everyone I call. So they have scripts out there. I don't use the scripts that Boost has out there. I make it my own. Here's a sample. Hi, this is Adam over at Boost 123 Main Street. Just want to give you a call and check and see how your service is going. You got your iPhone SE from us. Okay, so in my greeting, I'm giving my name, I'm telling them what store I'm from, and I'm telling them I know what phone they have in their hand. Why am I doing that? It was in my first two sentences. I want them to know I'm not a bill collector, I am not a telemarketer, I am the store that sold them their device, I am their local point of contact. So again, hi, how's it going? This is Adam over at 123 Main Street. I just want to check and give you a courtesy call to check and see how your service is working. You got your iPhone SE from us. Is everything going well? The other main thing I'm doing there in my opening to the customer, I'm positioning it as a courtesy call just to check on them, right? Why am I doing that? Well, it's sending a great tone. So not only they're going to know I'm local, they know they bought their phone from me, but they're like, wow, this guy cares about me just to see how I'm doing. That's awesome, right? I'm going to pivot to my sales opportunity as soon as they answer me, but I set up this way every time. So, hey, it's Adam 123 Main Street. You got your iPhone SE from us. Just want to give you a courtesy call and check and see how everything's working. Is everything good? You're going to get two answers, right? Yeah, everything's fine. Or no, I have an issue. If they have an issue, you're going to address it. Most of the time, I'm like, yeah, everything's fine. Hey, great. By the way, I want to let you know we have an awesome promotion going on for whatever the holiday is. We have an awesome tax season promotion going on right now. I can actually get you an add-a-line, a $200 phone for as low as $25. Does you and your family might need a device right now? They're going to say yes or no. Let's say they say no. I'm going to pivot again. Oh, no worries, no worries. Do you by chance know anyone that has SNAP, WIC, or Medicaid? Or do you have that? Because I can actually also get you a plan that would normally cost you, I can get you a plan of service that normally cost you $50 for only $20 a month. Do you know anyone who might be able to take advantage of that offer? And they'll say, yes, perfect. Come on. What time is better for you? Is 10 o'clock better for you or 3 o'clock better for you? So if they say yes to an offer, you give them 2 times because they're most likely to commit to one, right? If you say 10 or 3, 3 is better. Okay, I'll see you at 3. If you don't, you say, okay, when can you come in? Oh, I don't know. So that's another kind of art of selling. You give them 2 options, the customer's going to pick it. If you leave it open-ended, they're going to be vague, right? But Smile Dial all day, you can push ACPs, you can push add-a-lines, you can push upgrades, you can push cases, you can push bill payments, you can push third month. You know, so many opportunities for you guys by using Smile Dial. It doesn't have to be long. So if I go through this whole call, let's do it start to finish. Hey, it's Adam from Boost. You got your iPhone SE from us. Just want to give you a courtesy call. How's everything working for you? I didn't mention my address. At 123 Main Street. How's everything working for you? Oh, it's going good. Perfect. Hey, by the way, I just want to let you know we have an awesome tax season promotion going on. You're one of our best customers, so I just want to give you the heads up. I can actually get you a $200 phone for as low as $15. Does anyone in your family need an add-a-line? No, not really. Well, okay, perfect. We've one other great thing I wanted to mention to you. Do you by chance have SNAP work or Medicaid? Yeah, I have SNAP. Awesome, awesome. Well, if you did need a phone, I could actually get you a plan for as low as $20 a month. Or if you wanted a tablet, I can get you a tablet where you have no monthly bill at all. You just buy the tablet in our store for $10 and you'll have service free for a year. Does that sound good? Yeah, that sounds great. Perfect. When can you come in? 10 o'clock or 2 o'clock? Let's make it 2. All right, I'll see you then. Thank you so much. Again, this is Adam over at Poosa Main Street. Can't wait to see you. Thank you for your time. Boom, right? Quick and easy. But if you guys are using this and you're driving this daily, you're going to see great results. So I strongly recommend, especially for any new hire, get comfortable with it. I have dealers that don't even let a new hire hit the sales floor until they make 200 calls, right? And this is a platinum partner, so it's a great best practice. Just kind of look at the buckets. You have your 3rd and 4th month check-in, your 6th month check-in, your welcome calls, your loyalty buckets. So there's a lot of customers you can look to call, and you can sort by either rate plan. You can sort by what phone they're on. You can sort your phone type. If I got an A03 or an A32 or an iPhone 8, maybe you need to upgrade, right? So you can also pitch upgrades on those calls. So make sure you're taking advantage of that. Next, I want to make sure you're a guru and you're asking for ACP every time. What I recommend is the assumption close on there. And what that is when you're selling a phone to a customer, my pitch is if it's one line, you need unlimited talk text data. Do you watch high definition video streaming? If they say yes, $67 a month, unlimited talk text video, high def streaming plus device protection for $67. If they say no, they don't watch videos on there, which most people do, I'm going to pivot to okay, unlimited talk text data, $57 a month, unlimited talk text data, and if you go GSF, 40 gigs. If you go orange SIM card, 35 gigs. Unlimited talk text data plus protection, $57 a month, right? So it's called the assumption close. And you bundle it in there. Now, what am I saying kind of smoothly? I would say, I'm saying unlimited talk, text, data plus protection for 57 or 67, right? So I'm bundling it in there and I'm saying protection. What stores do that don't get good results in device protection is they'll say it's our $50 plan or a $6 plan. And they'll go through the sales pitch and they'll say, okay, do you want to add insurance for $7? Now the customer is going to say, no, I'm good. All right, no problem. Right, so that's a huge miss. You want to put that in there where they're getting device protection at point of sale. And I don't ever have the first no. If they question me on that and they call me and say, oh, well, your sign says 50. Oh, well, we're making sure your device protected. Most phones break within the first 30 days. This way you're covered. Lost, stolen, destroyed. You pay a small deductible. Your phone gets overnight and shipped to you the next day. If you need to take it off next month, we can always take it off, but you can't add it unless you add it at point of sale. So I strongly recommend we just add it for you today. They're going to usually say, okay. If they say no, like, man, I'm just really, really telling you, I see so many customers that come in and that phone you're getting today, you may get a port-in price and you may get it for $15, but your outright price is $200. If you don't have this, is a $200 device. And if they say no 3 times, then okay, I'll move on. But I'm never going to accept a first no. And I'm not even going to accept a second no. I'm going to take 3 no's not to have device protection on there. And if you have that mindset, you're going to hit 80%. I promise you. Dealers that do it, hit 80%. All right. Our ACP plans, we could probably do a whole call on that. I know I'm a little bit over, so I'm going to skip that right now. But what I do want to talk about is never assuming the one-line sale. One thing I see a lot when I secret shop new customers is that they always assume a one-line sale. So whenever I go into a store and then I'm meeting it up for the first time, if they don't know me, I always secret shop them. Not because I want to catch them on anything. It's because it helps me be the most effective coach to them, right? We're not Boost Police. My job is to help you guys be as profitable as possible and help you develop your selling skills. So if I can secret shop somebody and get that real life experience without them kind of giving me a dog and pony show, it helps me know where I can effectively help that dealer. And the number one thing I see is assuming the one-line sale. So I'll walk in there, and I always have my wedding ring on. I'm a happily married man. I always have my wedding ring on. And I'll talk about a phone. I'm like, yeah, I have Cricket right now. And I am 99.9% pitched a one-line sale. Nobody is qualifying me. How many people in your family need a device, right? Such an easy qualifying question. But if you assume a one-line sale, and this is what I see just all the time, it's a miss, right? Because you could get 2 lines, you could get 3 lines, you can get 4 lines. So if we got a sales goal, say your goal is to hit 4 sales in a day, and you see me coming in your store. Now, granted, earlier I did talk about making sure you're not getting gamed, right? But let's say it's 2 lines, and I come into your store and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm looking for a phone, and you qualify me. How many people in your family need a device? Like, actually, me and my wife both have Metro right now. That's a 2-line sale. Me, my wife, and daughter have Metro right now. That's a 3-line sale, but you're qualifying, right? So make sure you're qualifying your customers and don't assume that 1-line sale. We talked about the greeting. Our main offers are $50 and $60 plans. So those low plans that are there, I don't recommend them because it's not as profitable for your store. You want to sell basically 50s and 60s, all right? Boost Promoter Score. Lastly, a topic I kind of want to touch on for you guys is Boost Promoter Score. You guys all have these QR codes in your doors that Boost shipped you. This is a huge advantage for you to drive your business and make your business stand out when people Google your store. So what those QR codes do, if you have not scanned them yourself, use your phone after we go to this call, open up your camera and scan it. It's to give a review on your store. So if you sell a customer a product, you can ask them, hey, would you say they did a great job on the service I provided you today? If they say yes, could you do me a big favor? It really helps me out. Could you scan this QR code and write a quick positive review on your store? We'd really appreciate it. It helps drive customers toward our store and helps increase our business, right? So make sure you're doing that for all your customers. Some advanced techniques I've seen dealers do is they'll go as far as bundling in the price of a phone, screen protector, and a case, and they'll tell them, hey, I'm going to throw this case and screen protector in there for you if you give me a positive review and write my name in it. Now, granted, they've already bundled that into the price, so the customer's like, oh, yeah. So they'll be like, oh, Martin over at 8703 did such a great job of service. I recommend this store to everybody, right? So then the customer's getting a positive review for the internal rep and the store, and the customer is getting the case and screen protector. So just some good techniques there, but want to make sure you are pushing your Boost Promoter Score for all your dealers. All right, guys, that's all I got for today. I know we're a couple minutes over. At this point, I will open it up. Are there any questions? All right, no questions, guys. Thanks so much for hopping on. Have a great week selling. Make sure you're checking that sales portal for your updates. Hopefully get the black and white SIM card network back up and running soon. No ETA for you, unfortunately, today, but we'll be looking on the sales portal just like you are as soon as you get that news. And then once it is up to, you will get call downs from your Boost reps. They are going to call every store when it's working as well. So hopefully see that today or in the very near future. But thanks for selling Boost, guys. Let's get through this time. Focus on the positive. Focus on what you can do right. Make a difference in your store. Push those orange SIM cards, and let's have a great week. Tax season is here. We are seeing the customers come in. So I know you guys are busy. Thanks for having this call. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you next week. Thank you.